Hello, Stampin' Friends. Good evening and welcome to Linda's Stampin' Escape. I am Linda and I am going to show you a cute card made with the Snowflake Kisses bundle. I snagged this one up because I love the unique die that it had in it. Let me just give you a peek at that. It's this one here with the little circle in it. So I thought that would make a cute card front. You can find samples of that on my Pinterest page. And tonight we're going to do a little bit something different. It's not a fun fold, but it's just a different layout for your card. So I hope you enjoy it. And with that, we are going to do a blending technique with a brand new product. It's called the Silent Snowfall. And it is snowflake textured paper. So as you join us, ladies, pop on in and say hello. I should say gentlemen too, if we have any male watchers here. Excuse me. I see Barb and Deborah are here already. Welcome, ladies. So Snowflake Kisses tonight and the pretty Silent Snowfall snowflake textured paper. This is 12 by 12 paper, and there are 6 sheets in it. So you can make a lot of cards with this. All right. Hi, Sharon. Let me start out, before we do the cutting, let me start out by coloring this. I'm going to start with a little pool party. And we're going to bring our blending brushes in. I'm just going to tap a little there. And then I'm going to bring that color in here. Now, our Snowflake Kisses come with dies and a stamp set. So there's lots to play with. And this is not included in that, but like I said, it is 12 by 12 paper, great for scrapbooking, would make a really nice textured background for you, or great for cards, which you'll see here today. All right, I'm going to add a little lemon lime twist. Let's get into that. And you can either use the blending brushes like I am today, or you can use your sponge daubers to pull this color in. Just going to go around here, a little up there. And then I'm going to add my core color, which is going to be the fresh freesia. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. So we're going to put this in because this is going to be my background color and my snowflake color. So look at how pretty all these go together, though. Just pick out any pretty colors you like that go together and create this. And you can see our snowflakes are popping out. Let me get a little more pink up in here. Pinky purple is what this is. And I'm using with it the ombre glimmer paper, which I just found out has ceased to exist. It has been discontinued. It's sold out, actually. I know I have been heavily promoting it. You can ask my ladies who went to retreat because they got a full pack of it. Because I just think it is so pretty. And now I didn't realize when I made today's card that it was going to be gone. But I have another card that I can show you that the paper is still there. So we'll be good on that one. All right. So let me see here. Okay, now that we got that all colored, let's get rid of all of this stuff here because we're going to have to pull in our cutting plate or cutting board. But we're going to start with our background piece, and I cut 11 by 4 1/4, 4 1/4 this way, 11 inches long, and then I scored it 5 1/2. So it's your basic A2 card. It's just a 10-fold front. Okay, so we're going to do this. Hello, Mary. And then this piece here is 4 by 4, and this piece is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. However, we're going to get our cutter out here, and I don't make sure, I should have did this beforehand. Make sure I have enough room here to go up. Just going to swing this a little bit. Got to move a few things around so this fits in here, and I want to make sure that you guys can see this. Okay, so I have a little template that I created. You wouldn't have to use this, but it fits on your card this way. So what I'm going to do is cut at 3 1/2, which is right down here, 3 1/2, and you can measure that. And then we're going to go down and cut at 1 inch from the bottom. So an easy way to do this, once you have your template, we're going to open this up. And I like to show you this because this is how I cut the other two pieces. So you are going to line up your little edges here into the cutting space on your cutter. Does that make sense? I hope so. So once you have this aligned with the edges of your template, you can pull that template out, and then you can just cut. And now you will have your card base. I did use the thick on this one because the front may be a little heavier than the inside or the back on this. So I wanted to use the heavier cardstock. Okay, so now we're going to come in and I'm going to use the card front as my template. So we're going to run it on this side. So the longest point, and you're going to bring the point of your shimmer paper or whatever paper you want. You can use designer paper for this too. I just like the glimmer. And you're going to bring that down to that point. And then if you line it up to this edge, then you know it will be straight. So again, we're going to use our white here as our guide, our card front as our guide, and you're going to run it to the inside of your cutter plate there. So take that, hold your piece down, pull your front out, and cut. And make sure that you stay straight, but it's off just a little, so it's not going to make that much difference. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. Actually, I'm going to snip it with my scissors just to give that little bit better edge there. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing to this. We're going to bring this up, okay, and line that to the end. And then we are going to make sure that it's straight on this edge, right there. Line it up in here with your little blade runner there. There we go. Hold that down. You can take this out. And then you're going to see, I made 10 cards like this and they all turned out. I get online and it doesn't want to work for me. That's okay. You guys know how that goes, right? It's not bad. It's just not pointy like I like it. Okay, now normally at this point, because this is going to cover our sparkly paper, is when I would go and die cut this piece, my little snowflake out, but I pre-did that so you didn't have to wait. So now we are going to place this on here and we're just going to put everything together, and that'll just show you how easy this is. And I love the technique of just lining up your um, card stocks together, because then you don't have to use all that brain power with trying to get your measurements down. And look at how nice that worked. Because your papers are pre-cut at a 1/4 inch smaller, this will fit every time. All right, I'm just gonna push this down, make sure that glue is in the shimmer paper. Just add my adhesive on this one. I prefer glue with the shimmer because it really locks it down. I'm going to put this right on our front. Okay. Same, flip it and just push it down. Just to make sure everything's nice and tidy. And now we are going to use the greeting that comes with the Snowflake Kisses, which is on this card. If snowflakes were, okay, do over. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. Although I am not ready for blizzards right now. I don't know how you guys are doing, but we will see. Okay. Put this right here. Get our greeting in. So now your greeting is in there, and you can decorate your inside if you'd like. We are going to take our pretty little snowflake that we die cut. And these die cuts do come, the snowflakes do come in the bundle. So we are going to put our snowflake right here. And then we're going to take the little white one. And I'm going to add just a little dab of glue to this one. Again, it's because of that shimmer paper. Make sure everything sticks nice. There we go. Let that hold for a second. And then let's pull out our rhinestones here and grab out a pretty to highlight the snowflake. You know what? I'm going to go a size smaller. There we go. And not do that real big one. I'm going to pop this up because that is a little wet and I don't want that to stick to the front. So how quick and easy was this pretty little card? Great way to get color. You got nice texture already done for you. I'll be making more cards with this. So I have this one that we did tonight. And then if you want to get a little fancier with your inside, here's one that I did all in blues. Now, this shimmer paper comes from the Peaceful Garden Glimmer paper. If you bought the bundle, it's in, if you bought the suite, you'll get it with it. Otherwise, you can order it separately. And then May the Chill of Winter Be Warmed by Love and Friendship. That also comes in this bundle. So yes, I like the pink. There we're going with non-traditional colors. This necessarily doesn't have to be Christmas, does it? So these could just be friendship cards, I miss you cards, whatever. If you needed Christmas, you can turn it into Christmas. But yep, love the blues. And I got lots of people who love the pink. And I don't know about you, but that seems to be the color this year. I saw pink pumpkins, and now there's pink snowflakes and Santa Clauses, and a lot of pink going on. It must be the another trend color. So there we go tonight. Not sure what this other than an angled cut front. If it has a special name, I just like something a little different and it's fun. And you could also stamp a few snowflakes or use the little dies that we did on the front here and add a little more sparkle if you want. So much you can do with this. Again, this is our Snowflake Kisses bundle. So cute. And with that glimmer paper, so elegant. This one's elegant. That one's just pretty. So thank you all for joining me this evening. And I will put your names in to get some shiny bling bling. I've been going in my basement the other day and have a whole bunch of giveaways to give away. So it's exciting. So thanks again. Enjoy your evening. If you have any questions, you can message me. And I will see you next week, Tuesday for sure, if not sooner. Thank you so much. You have a good evening. Good night.